Welcome back to Truly Force-Free Animal Training. Today I want to talk to you about a training philosophy or thought process that I share with my clients privately as well as in classes. And that is that the only way that your dog or your animal is going to change is if you change. Seems a little bizarre and sometimes it takes people back, but your animal is doing whatever behaviors they're doing. So whether it's good behavior, sit, whether it's jumping up on something you want to change, if you're riding your horse and they won't trot when you ask them to trot, they're doing these behaviors for whatever reason they're doing these behaviors. And you can't just go up to a horse or a dog or a cat and just tell them to change their behavior. You have to do something about it. It requires action. And the only way that you're going to change their behavior is if you actually change your own. And it seems a little bit bizarre, but it's in reality the only thing you can change. You only have the power to change yourself. However, when you change how you interact with your dog, how you communicate with your dog or your animal, they will start to change. So let me talk to you about this in a very simple way. So let's just say you're having a hard time teaching sit. And you're teaching sit, maybe you're pushing their bottom down. Maybe you're using a choke chain and popping them. Maybe you're just saying sit, sit, sit. Whatever you're doing, if it's not working, you need to change the way you approach your animal. So that's where, for me, I have some techniques that work for most animals. But occasionally, I use my treat to lure for a sit. And that works for most. And for a lot of my clients that are struggling with teaching their dog that, I teach them this skill, they change their behavior, so the dog's behavior changes. Now, if that technique doesn't work, then I have other techniques in my mental toolbox that I can bring out. Jumping, super common problem with puppies. They're jumping up, they're jumping up. If your behavior is to push them down, if you watch some of my videos about jumping up, you'll see that that doesn't help. That's actually encouraging the jumping. So you need to change your behavior and stop pushing them down and start asking them to sit before they jump, or you turn your back and ignore them when they jump. So you changing your behavior will help your dog change their behavior. If your horse, let's say my horse used to be afraid of walking over manholes. So if we were walking on a road and there was a manhole, I would be walking and she would just stop. She wouldn't move at all. I was not going to be able to physically force her to cross this manhole. I could pull as much as I wanted, but she outweighs me by a lot of pounds. So I'm not going to be able to pull her over this manhole. So what I started to do is bring treats and carrots with me when we were on these little walks around. And when we get close to the manhole, I would give her a carrot. I may let her walk around the manhole for a while. Sometimes maybe I put the carrots on the manhole and she has to bend down and eat the carrot off the manhole. Once I changed my behavior, so I was getting her to interact with the manholes weren't as scary anymore. But no matter what I did, if I continued to try to pull her, that wasn't going to go anywhere. And in some situations, I could have gotten hurt. If she got really scared and reared up, she could have stepped on me. So changing your behavior is actually the key to training your animal. Seems a little counterintuitive, but if you really think about it, that is the core of training, is changing your behavior so that your animal's behavior will change. So I hope that this gives you something to think about. Sometimes it isn't the first thing we think about when we're training our animals, but it is an important thing to think about. So I hope this helps you with your future training. And as always, enjoy your training, and I'll see you next time.